Hello, and thank you for joining us for our first installment of our Virtual Roadshow series. I'm Criseta Rico, Marketing Manager here at Rove, a veteran-owned, award-winning solutions provider based in the Carolinas and Mid-Atlantic region. I'm joined here today by our expert collaboration engineers, Rob and John. Rob, kick it off for us.
Thank you, Criseta. Hi, everyone. My name is Robert Hawley. I'm the practice lead for enterprise collaboration here at Rove. We've got a wide amount of expertise in critical collaboration solutions ranging from on-premise and cloud calling, contact center, video conferencing, web collaboration tools, and so much more. With me is my talented colleague, CCIE collaboration specialist, Cisco WebEx master, and overall collab ninja, John Snipes.
Hey guys, John Snipes, technical architect here at Rove, focusing on those things that Rob said.
Thanks, guys. So each year, Rove hosts an annual roadshow to kick back, have a beer, and enjoy a game with you to discuss the latest and greatest technologies of the moment. However, this time we're coming to you live from the comfort of your home or office. We're super excited to launch this new interactive assessment that will allow you to quickly diagnose your collaboration environment in a matter of minutes. If you're joining us live, you can access it via the link provided below. This assessment will focus on the most important questions asked by IT managers today. Is my collaboration dynamic for today's work environment? Rob, what value can people get out of taking this assessment?
Yeah, the people who take a few minutes to fill out the assessment will be asked some very thought-provoking questions about how they themselves or their businesses value collaboration in their business. Rove has been designing and architecting collaboration solutions for customers all over the world, and have been going through this reimagine phase, both internally, as our company and with our customers as well. So we've been able to glean a lot of experience from those different engagements. And normally during a roadshow event, we're coming on site. We've got customers that we've invited. They've RSVP'd. They show up. We have cold beverages, like you mentioned, or food and snacks, and organically, we would be having these conversations live, one-on-one, and be able to interact. But obviously, since things haven't fully opened up yet, we haven't had that opportunity. So I really encourage people to take a minute, fill out the assessment, get in touch with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one thing that we can all agree on, is that we miss being in front of our customers. John, what have you seen in the marketplace, and what might someone want to ask themselves these questions found in the assessment?
Yeah, really, I think it's a good idea to do an assessment, internal or otherwise, every year or two, just to make sure that you're on track with your collaboration environment and what the company's collaboration strategy is. I think that's even more critical now that everybody's strategy has kind of been flipped around over the past, year or so, right? And you got to figure out how to measure, what you're utilizing versus what you need, and figure out a pathway forward from that.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is that right now couldn't be a better time to assess your internal collaboration environment, especially with all the sudden changes this year. I think everyone can certainly agree with that. With that being said, let's take a deep dive into some of the discussions happening around collaboration environments today. So John, let's start with the most obvious question. Are you seeing companies go back into the office yet?
I've got a couple of customers that are trying to get back as fast as they can, but I think more and more of them are either in that work from home environment still, or some kind of hybrid approach between the two. They're trying to figure out how long this is going to last, how long we're going to have to still maintain a work from home environment, how long we're going to have to still maintain office environment, and how those two are going to function together. So I think figuring out, what kind of resources you have on hand, what kind of leverages or services that you can leverage off of your premise in the cloud or somewhere else is really key to figuring out how those teams are going to work effectively in a new situation that we're in.
Yeah, and if there's anything that I've seen that we're able to do is that we have a really good pulse as to what's going on outside of offices and work environments today. So Rob, how about you? Have you seen companies transition to work from home environments?
Yeah, they're definitely having those discussions right now, especially at the leadership level. I know there's lots of conversations around real estate and do I need as much real estate for my workforce? They're finding out that more and more people can work from home. And so, one of the topics that we're hearing from leadership teams is really around conference rooms, huddle spaces, meeting spaces, whatnot. And do I need to keep these meeting spaces? Are they still important? And one of the things that we like to discuss is, you still may have a hybrid approach of sorts. So maybe not 100% of your workforce is coming back. You've got maybe a 60-40 mix or 50-50 for that matter, and you've got team at home and you have a team in the office, and you're still going to need those collaboration spaces to be able to meet with your team collectively. So yeah, those are some of the conversations we've been having recently.
Yeah. So with this dramatic shift in work culture, John, what are some of the different products you're seeing most often used for collab today?
So I think the biggest thing hitting the headlines right now is any kind of video conferencing stuff, right? You've got Zoom, Microsoft Teams, WebEx Teams, all of those methods in order to connect people together in a real-time fashion. But we're also seeing a big uptick in any kind of team collaboration products, document sharing, project management workflows, anything that's helping to tie people and projects into one piece so everybody can keep accountable for what tasks are going on at any given time.
Yeah, and with more and more teams having to meet virtually more, Rob, what can you say about what should a positive meeting experience look like for individuals that are needing to meet more often virtually?
Well, I would say, being able to take that, what was previous an in-person experience and have it virtual, the ways you make that positive are making sure that your meetings are starting on time. That's everything from getting your camera set up, your microphone set up, all those types of things that normally take time away from a standard meeting that you would typically have in person. As well as, being able to utilize some of the tools that you have. I was pleasantly surprised on some of the co-collaboration capabilities with just some of the Office 365 products that we have today, to be able to co-collaborate on Word documents and spreadsheets and PowerPoints and things like that. So, and then, lastly, I have seen the culture shift of enabling more and more video in environments, and it really, it keeps accountability for the employees in your remote workforce that, I am here, I am listening, I am participating in meetings and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think this cultural shift, as you said, is a good indication that you should always be on top of what your collab environment looks like, which right now wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and do that assessment if you have the ability to do so right now. So any closing thoughts before we go from either of you?
Yeah, I could probably talk for hours about all the great solutions that we provide here at Rove. I don't think we have time for that, so I guess I'll just leave for now. To your point, let's encourage everyone to please take the assessment. We have some of the most talented collaboration solution specialists around, and we would love the opportunity to assist with any of your collaboration needs.
Yeah, and guys, for those that are tuning in, I mean, this is like a 5 to 7 question questionnaire. It really gets you thinking about your own environment. John, what are some closing thoughts that you have?
Yeah, I went from working in a cubicle about 10 years ago to working full-time from home about that time. I think there's definitely some challenges that and difficulties in the process, but I think the potential for productivity is still there. It's just a matter of getting the correct processes and procedures and tools and resources in place in order for your team to still communicate and still be part of a team. And then just carry on, right? I'm looking forward to the changes that are coming.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, guys. I want to thank you both for taking the time to chat today. And thank you for the viewer for tuning in. We are excited to launch this interactive assessment and hope that you'll also get a lot out of it. As a reminder, you can begin the assessment via the link provided below. But if you're looking for something more, we can also offer a wide variety of services, including in-depth assessments, training, strategy sessions, and full-feature demos on anything collaboration related. We have 2 of our experts here. You've already heard from them today. They are great individuals, and Rove is here for you. Rove is here to make your collaboration more dynamic. Thanks again for joining.